The disbursement of BP settlement funds are leading to a lot of questions, and now Pinellas County wants to hear from you. Today, Charlie Justice, chairman of the Pinellas County Board of Commissioners, joins us with details on how you can provide input on how these funds should be used. Welcome, Chairman. Thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.
So we were just kind of talking before we started rolling a little bit. It seems like the BP spill happened ages ago. Can you break down a little bit how the whole process worked and how you were able to get these settlement funds?
Sure. There's two basic pots of money that we're talking about. There's an environmental damage pot of money, which is being spent and very well regulated by the state and federal government about where you can spend that money.
Okay.
There's a second pot of money, which is what we're talking about today, is the economic damages part, which we joined in a lawsuit against BP, and this is the end result is this legal settlement. And it was a federal formula based on what your economic conditions were before the spill and after the spill. And that's how you saw Tampa got a certain portion of money, Hillsborough, St. Pete, Pinellas. About a dozen cities in Pinellas County did receive some form of settlement.
I'll say, and just refresh my memory, well, how long did this take for the settlement to come in?
This was several years from the beginning of the lawsuit to the settlement. We just voted on the settlement last year. So,
okay.
And then we now have the cash in hand, so we can start making decisions on how to spend that money.
Well, what kind of process, though, have you guys gone through? I mean, where are you guys kind of talking so that people can go ahead and get involved?
Absolutely. Well, we have a spot on our website, pinellascounty.org, with the BP button there that you can go on and add your thoughts of where you think the money should be spent. We've kind of taken a little bit more deliberative approach. Some cities and counties they're deciding at the council level or the mayor level where they want to spend that money. We've said we want to hear from the public. So we've set this website up. We had a full day discussion of the county commission where we went off site, kind of took off the coat and tie and really got into where do we want to spend this money, because it's one-time money. This is not money we'll have forever. And so we didn't want to waste this kind of opportunity. In local government, you rarely get this kind of money without a lot of federal or state strings attached to it.
Well, it's kind of nice to be able to split the two. So I'm assuming, have you already gotten some ideas? What are some to kind of spark people at home that maybe, hey, that could...
The first round, we got over 800 ideas submitted online.
Really?
And we have our second, after we've kind of filtered those down and come up with some criteria based at the commission level, we've opened the website again through Friday the 30th, and so we're welcoming those ideas. But they range from some of the alternative energy, solar buses, electric buses, to fixing up playgrounds in some of the areas that haven't been touched in a while. So you'll see a little bit of everything on that website. Someone wanted us to do a ferry from Clearwater to Galveston, Texas. So we're getting a full range of ideas submitted.
Well, a full range of ideas, but also a full range of municipalities that you're trying to help as well. How's that relationship?
That's one of the criteria that we set as a commission, is that if there's going to be a project that a city wants us to do, we want to partner with them. So if they got a little money, we got a little money, we can get a little bit better bang for our buck and maybe do something really special.
I'll say, so say you get another 800 ideas here in the next week or so. Where do you go next? What's the next step?
We'll filter those down again. July 12th, we will have a public hearing for people to come and come up and tell us what they think. We'll filter it a little bit down. We'll categorize it. And you can tell, we got 800 submissions, but really those were 800 separate ideas. If a neighborhood association got their email list together really well, we got a bunch from one particular neighborhood. So we're able to tailor it down, but then at some point the commission will have to make the decision.
And decide what you're going to do.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
Just kind of let's remind too, if anyone is watching, that they want to share their ideas. How can they do that?
PinellasCounty.org, and there's a BP button right on the front page of the website.
And I'm just curious too, in closing, you said with the two lumps of money that you first talked about at the beginning, what's the first lump? What are those going to go to? I know they're regulated highly by the government.
We're still waiting for some of those settlement environmental damages, but I can tell you the first portion that Pinellas got is going to improve things at Fort DeSoto Park, water recirculation project.
Nice. Well, we wish you luck trying to make your decision, and I
much.
think it's pretty great you're getting the public involved.